Welcome to the berry maze. In case you're not familiar with our little project here, this has started in 2017, not very long ago. A maze made exclusively out of berry plants. We will talk about all the types of berry plants. We have 17 types of them, and we have over 250 berry plants here in this maze. This is a project for the community and by the community. And I'm not saying that just for nothing. Basically, before we all started, before this maze was built, here was a big patch of weeds. Not only that, but we found that once we started digging it out to put on the plants, it was also the tip. It was called the tip by the residents. And unfortunately, we found a massive amount of rubbish in here, including a full car, actually. Well, bits of it, but I think we could have easily put it back together. Once we've started, we just put forward our idea to the community of a maze made out of berry plants, and people liked it so much that actually we managed to raise over 4,000 in just one month. Now I'm going to try to talk to you a little bit about what this maze is made of. So the idea was to have a three-dimensional maze. On the outside, we are using very tall plants. As you can see here, those are Tayberry, but they haven't quite grown yet as much as we'd like them to. But then when they will definitely go all the way here and cover all this area, so you won't be able to see anything from the outside and in the inside. So we have those sorts of plants. We have Goji berries. There we have Blackberries. Very tall plants, which will create a sort of wall, so you can't see from the outside what's going on. If we move a little bit further, get to this sort of plant. They haven't grown up yet, but when they do, they will get about this size, so a little bit smaller, and they create the inside walls of this maze. Those are raspberries, and we have many types. The residents' favorites. It's the all gold raspberry. You're going to see this sort of pole, like a little cross. You'll know that those are the raspberries, the medium growing plants. And I'll talk to you more about it. One thing you need to know about the maze is that you can come between probably June and October is the best time for that. But you can come here at any time that you want. It's always open for everyone, and you can pick up as many fruits as you like. Now, I'm sitting here on a big massive mold of mulch, and this is one of the favorite spots of our favorite friends, the Good Gym. Wonderful organization that helped us from the beginning and all throughout our trials and tribulations with this maze. And this is what they like to do best. They love to come with the wheelbarrows, get them full of a mulch, and then help us spread it along the paths to keep the weeds at bay. So thank you to Good Gym. So over here we can see lovely fruits already springing up, and I'm not sure that it's quite done. Probably they need a little bit more time. But those are the Boysenberries. Those again are going to cover, and you can see that they're doing practically a very good job already, covering the center of the maze. So those are here. We said those are Goji berries. Over there we have the Tayberries. Over there at the back we have the Logan berries, which again are in fruit right now. And over there we have two types of blackberries. Now we move on. What we have here are the bushes. So as I said, it was a 3D thing. We had the tall plants on the outside, the sort of dividing ones which are not very tall, but still they can grow quite big, the raspberry ones. And over here we have the ones that don't grow tall, but they grow fat. And here we have some lovely currants. We have various types of currants. We have black currants, white currants. Those are white currants. Over there there are red currants. The black currants are more to the back. I'm going to show you that. And also we have pink currants. That was the special request from the little girls who wanted something pink. In the beginning we just wanted was to plant some ground cover. Those are our autumn raspberries. They are called Autumn Bliss. Many people out of the community and also many organizations have come to our help and building this maze and maintaining it. Secret Gardens, it's one of them, and we managed to get one of their grants last year, and some of the things that you can see here used as a ground coverage over there next to the slab have been bought with the money from their grants, so thank you very much for that. Here we have one of my favorite plants. It's a little quirky plant, which, as you can see, it is a raspberry. Yes, we said those are all raspberries, but its color is black, so it looks like a mini blackberry, I suppose. Lots of bees are pollinizing our flowers at the moment, and this is amazing to see. And Urban Buzz were another organization that helped us get some of the ground coverage for us, so we'd like to thank them too. If you come close, you'll see that they are out. They are still green, but they will become black, and I cannot wait, because for the first 2 years they didn't give any fruits whatsoever. But now, this year, finally we'll manage to taste this amazing thing, a black raspberry. Over here, we have our gooseberries. Now we have gooseberries in many places in the maze, and those, I think they already finished, because last time I came here, about 2 weeks ago, they were full of fruits, and now I can't see that many. So I think they've probably finished their season. There might be some more over there, because those ones were a little bit later. And I don't know if you noticed, but this is a maze. So the thing is, obviously I know where I'm going, because I've been working at it for a very long time, but many times you might get lost. And actually I would suggest you do get lost, because you'll see some of the other plants too close by, and they are lovely also to see, also to eat. So do get lost, please. Look what we have here. Gooseberries, and are ready and nice and yummy to eat. So if you want some to do something with them, you come on and pick some. Look at the lovely plants that are covering the ground. Look at the lovely yellow. It's so nice to see a little bit of color in all this green, isn't it? Logan Berry, they grow, they become red. They don't get this color. This dark color changes into something lighter. It's something quite unexpected, and they finally are growing. We are very pleased about them, because they really struggled last year. And here we have a little friend. Now I don't know if you've seen the Bedminster Lantern Parade last year, or this year, because it was in January, wasn't it? But this was one of the main pieces there. Ashton Gate School let us have it, and we thought it would make a lovely addition to our maze. What we're going to do, because here was a bit of a rough patch and it looked a bit unloved, we put some here, and over here, look how it's growing. It's going to grow all over the place. It's going to get completely encompassed in it, and more so, we're going to have fruits. This is passion fruit, lovely yummy fruit, my children's favorite fruit. We hope to get more schools involved. I think, as we said, it's a community project, and not only it needs the community to thrive, but I think the community needs it to learn more about nature, to enjoy the fruits, literally. Here we have one of my favorite fruits, and on the tours that I do with the children, it's also one of the questions that gets them a bit blocked out. So what does mummy like to drink, we ask. And we get finally the answer. Wine. Look, those are wine berries, and they're called like that because the fruits come in little, well, probably you're not going to see very well right now, but they grow like in grapes. They like the grapes, like bunches of grapes, but they're bunches of wine berries. It's a lovely interesting plant, this one, and it's one of my favorites from here. I never managed to actually get to it because the birds seem to like them very much, and we never managed to get the fruits at the ripe point. Over here we have also again some currants, the white currants over here, and the green gooseberries, and then we're going to move on over there to the center of them. I'm standing now here, and again another proof that this lovely design, which was drawn, I think, by the children from Parson, used to live in Parson Street Station, but when it needed to go away from there, it got moved here. And I think it makes a lovely, lovely center of the maze. When I see children, usually they come here and they'll run around in circles on this as fast as they can. So that's one of their favorite things to do. If we look here around us, just like I was saying a bit earlier, we're going to see the perennial plants that were planted on our grandparents' day last year, which was done together with Secret Garden Fund. All of the beautiful flowers that you can see, they come from there, so we're very, very grateful for that. This was supposed to be the map, the initial map that was drawn by Harry. A 9-year-old who had the first vision of a maze. We asked them, children from Parson Street School, to come up with a design for the maze, and this is what we came up with. You can see the actual drawing over here, but the drawing, which was supposed to be this massive purple heart, to which Ollie Gage helped us draw over here on the cement, got destroyed pretty much immediately because of the state of the slab it is in. So our plan currently was to clean up this mess and start anew. Managed to secure some funds from the lottery fund, and we are very, very grateful for that, but unfortunately we can't start the work yet. What we're going to have here, it's going to be a massive 3D map of the maze. So the drawing that Harry imagined in his head is going to come to life in a 3D shape with bits of rubbish that we actually found out in the maze, gone together, but transformed into plants, into the bees, into the trees. All of those will come together, will be over here, and children will be able to have their little mini maze route over here. We will end up our... And we have 2 types of plants in those wonderful planters, which were made by a group of the group of retired gentlemen from Knoll Park. Rather interesting plant. They are Boysenberries. They come from the north, and we are looking forward, because nobody from our team knows how they taste. So if you want to try them, I expect that in about a month they should be ready to eat. They're here, but they just need to be ready. If we go inside the planters, then we're gonna find, ta-da! Strawberries. And I promise you that they are the nicest strawberries you'll ever eat in your life. Those have a very interesting story to them. So we were here planting the maize in November 2017, and this lady came up to us and said, "Would you like some strawberries too for your maize?" So I thought, oh well, why not? So they weren't intended to be here, but they have proved to be a gigantic hit, especially with the children who always come and try to find a new strawberry to eat. They're delicious. With that, we'd like to thank you for watching us, and I really hope that you'll come here, try our little lovely fruits, have a nice walk, feel beautiful nature just filling you in. And if you ever want to come and say hi to us, you can always write to us on malagocommunity@gmail.com. See you soon.